today's jazz guitar tutorial, I'm going to be showing you my chord melody arrangement of Yesterdays by Jerome Kern. Hi my dear jazz guitar aficionados around the globe, Sandra Sherman here. Greetings from Austria. I'll be explaining you everything note for note, slow and easy, and there is also a slow tempo playthrough towards the end of this lesson. I've made tabs including regular music notation and backing tracks, which you can download from one of the links down below in the description box. Please read the download instructions right next to those links. Alright, let's get started. We are in the key of D minor and we have an A1 and an A2 section. Each of these are 16 bars long, but fortunately the A2 section is completely identical to the A1 section, just with an ending chord added, so you really gotta just learn to play 16 bars. So here's phrase number 1, the first 4 bars of the song. I made a groovy arrangement. And now let's listen to them, then I'm going to break them all down for you, slow and easy, explain you note for note, and then I'm going to repeat everything of those 4 bars at slow tempo. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, first of all, you see I use my thumb. You can use a pick, you can play like this or strum. I chose to strum on this song most of the time because I wanted to have a little groovier arrangement, because the melody notes are really very long, so I made this a little groovier. Alright, we have a 1-6-2-5 chord progression that repeats twice. And this we're in the key of D minor, so D minor is the 1 chord, 10, 10 of D, G and B. Let's strum through it twice. 1, 2 and 3. 4 has the 6th chord, that's a B half diminished. 7, 7, I don't play the A string, 7 and 6. So you gotta mute the A string by touching it with your middle finger. Or your thumb if you have a long thumb. Alright, just 1 strum. Then we go to the 2 chord, E half diminished. A lot of half diminished chords in here. We're in a minor key. Here's the E, B flat, D and G. Don't play the E string, alright? And then we have the 5 chord, it's A altered. And I don't go over there because I need this in a melody. So I play a substitute for it, and that's an E diminished chord. E, 7, 8, 6, 8. So from E half diminished to E diminished. And you can memorize this as a 2-5 in a minor key. That kind of equals this, but with a different melody tone. Alright, so first 2 bars. Now we repeat everything, but I make it a little groovier this time. So I play twice, the D minor again, then the bass only, and all the strings again. 3, 4. To the B half diminished for 1 strum, E half diminished for 1 strum, and E diminished or A altered for another strum. And here are the first 4 bars at slow tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. And here are the next 4 bars. This is phrase number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, now we have a quarter note movement up the scale in sixths. That's how I harmonize the melody. Because there is a different chord on each beat. I harmonize the D on the 7th fret of the G string with the F because I go up the D minor scale. And that's the note that appears on the D minor scale, a sixth below. So 8 and 7 of A and G strings. Then to 9 and 10, just 2 up, 1 up, and I have to have a sixth, a major sixth here. That's the 10 and the 12th. And then the 12th and the 13th. So that's the first bar. Then I go up to the 10th and the 9th. This is actually a chromatic tone, but we need to harmonize this somehow. So this is the best way for me to do it. 9 of B and 10 of the D string. Then 10 and 10, right, from 9 to 10. Then to 12 and 12. Now we're on G sharp diminished actually. So I took these 2 out of the G sharp diminished chord. This is not in the D minor scale. And the last one, 14 to 13. This is pretty high. If you can't play that, then just play the melody alone. All right, here we go. And now we go to B half diminished, which is up here. 12, 14, 12 by barring, and 13 of the E string. Play it twice. F9 sharp 11 is next. Here's the F, we don't play it. 7, 8, 8, 7 of the upper 4 strings. And then the last 2 chords is a 2-5 chord progression. B minor 11. Here's the B on the 9th fret. 12, no, sorry, 11. Then 10 and then 12. All right, 1 strum. And the 5 chord E7 sharp 5. 12, 13, 13 and 12 by barring. Upper 4 strings. Alright, here's phrase number 2 for you at slow tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here are the next 4 bars. This is phrase number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are in a cycle of fourths. Dominant chords down a fourth, up a fourth, down a fifth actually. So we start with the A7 altered. Here would be the A, and right to the left we have its third. 11, 12, 13, 13, A7 sharp 9 flat 13 to be exact. Twice. Then I go down to that A7 sharp 5 chord here. The A would be here, or actually it's up here too. 5, 6, 6, 5, right? Resolution, a fifth down or a fourth up, is the D dominant chord unaltered. We are here. Here would be the D. So the same shape, that's really interesting. Gotta explain this quickly. We had the same shape up here and I said it's A altered. Now I go down here and I say it's D not altered. Actually, the root for the A was here on the A string. Now the root for the D would be on the E string. So memorize this. If you have the root on the E string with this shape, it's an unaltered or Mixolydian dominant chord. Okay? A 13 chord to be exact. If it's if the root is here, we were on A actually, on the A string, then it's an altered chord. Okay, so it depends where the root is. Okay, back to our song, D13. 10, 11, 12, 12. Play that twice. And now I have a G unaltered, G9, 13. G, 9, 10, 10, 12. That's a G9, 13. And I groove, give it a little groove. So I play twice all those 4 strings. Then just the bassier ones like D and maybe G string. And then all the 4 strings again. Going down to a G13 chord. Remember, from the E string, this is unaltered, but this time without the 9th on it. Just bar over. 3, 4, 5, and 3 by barring. Because we need this melody tone here. And now move everything up to C and add the 9th again. So we have a C, 13, 9 again. 8, 9, 10, 10 this is. And play it twice. Alright, this was phrase 3. Here it is at slow tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. And here's actually the last phrase of the song, except for the ending chord which I'm going to explain to you after this one. Alright, the last 4 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4. Our cycle of fourth continues. We were at C and C resolves to F. So we have that same F13 we had on G before. Same thing, it just moves down. Here would be the F. We start on its 3rd. This is the 7th of the D string, 8, 8, and 10. Same rhythm. Alright, twice. Then the lower strings, then all the strings, and then I just play the B string on the 8th fret, which is already lying here. And now the total resolution of it all, it ends in the B flat major 9 chord. Here would be the B flat, we don't play that. 7, 7, 6, and 8. This is the 9th of the chord. B flat major 9. Then the 6 on the E string, here's the melody. I don't strum this anymore, I play this way, I can play the melody tones better. E flat 9, 6, here's the E flat, 5, 6, 6. Going over to 8 on the B string, only the B string. To the last 2 chords are 2, 5 that lead us back to the A2 section, which is D minor, and the 2, 5 of D minor is E half diminished to A altered. And we have the 11th in the melody, so I come up, actually I didn't come up with this chord, this is from my pianist. They like to play that half diminished 9, 11 chord. That's really nice modern sounding voicing. Here would be the E, by the way. 8, 7, 7, 5. To A7 sharp 5, we know this chord already 5, 6, 6, 5. Right? So here are the last 4 bars, phrase number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. For the A2 section, it's totally the same. Repeat everything except the last 2 chords that we just played don't play the E half diminished anymore. Don't play the A altered anymore, but instead play this chord, ending chord. I just had a video up with ending chords, so this is one of them. D minor major 9. Here would be the D. We don't play that. We start from its third. That's the 8th fret of the A, 7 of D, 6 of G, 5 of B. That would be an ending chord, but the melody is up here, so I bar over here. It's a little tricky. 8, 7, 6, 5, 5. And kind of strum through it slowly, arpeggio through it. So you're coming from that B flat major 9, E flat 9, and ending chord. I have so many chord melody tutorials up here on my YouTube station, so please check them out. If you like this video, please give me a fat thumbs up. Don't forget to share the love and the knowledge, and I hope to see you next week. Servus, Baba.